I have a dozen teams that can do it. And by can do it, I mean, sure. Playoff, okay. Maybe you could win a game. I don't know. I got 12. And then I have some maybes. And then the rest of you have no chance. We're 8 games in. We know enough to know.
Yeah.
New England, Buffalo. Indy. Denver, Kansas City. Philadelphia, Green Bay, Detroit, Tampa Bay, Seattle, San Francisco, the LA Rams. San Francisco's on thin ice because they're so banged up. But all right. Chargers, maybe. Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Baltimore's just my buy-in. I can see your face. They're favored to win the North.
Yeah, I got them.
Have some.
I got them 3 weeks ago, and they haven't won since.
Oh, excuse me, Snoop.
No, I'm talking about the Steelers.
Oh, right. Well, no, that's...
They don't look great.
No, they don't. Anyone else I didn't say, you can't do it.
I narrow it down even farther. It's who can make the conference championship game.
That's a much shorter list.
Very short.
And
then there's... The Broncos are like the only if. Maybe, to me.
My issue in these teams... in writing down people I believe can, when I say can do it, I guess it means I just have trust that you're capable and that the gap between the best and worst that you put on tape isn't going to be Jacksonville, beat Kansas City, go to London and get boat raced by Stafford without Nakua, give up 5 touchdowns and just that's the gap between you. Right? Nothing's funnier than Atlanta. You get shut out by Carolina. You beat Buffalo. So the transitive property means, if Carolina played Buffalo, Buffalo just beat them by 1 million. The gap between your ceiling and your floor is narrower with the teams that I'm saying I'll buy it. Baltimore is just me refusing to quit them.
I understand.
I know I don't need to explain it to you. Honestly, anyone that's listening, they know.
We have avid, loyal listeners.
They know. They're this year Cincinnati won't quit them. That's fine. Dallas, you don't have enough defense, And Dak was in the middle of one on Sunday against Denver.
Pass rush will do it.
I bet. But them without Surtain for some period of time, obviously not great. They've still got 2 to go with Kansas City. But outside of that, we've reached a point where look, the teams that obviously can't do it are obvious. But, I root for one. Washington, they're old, they're banged up, and they don't have last year's schedule. Pretty simple. And it doesn't get any easier.
Season's over.
Done. I'm aware. There's not fun to say, but where are your wins? Maybe you go to Madrid and pick one up, then go to your bye. But Seattle and Detroit...
You have to go to freaking Spain to get a win. That's a helpless feeling.
When you're 3-5, you'll go to Spain to pick up... And by the way, Miami, I applaud you. You're out of poop town. You showed effort and fight, and I recognize that. You're paid to do it, but a week after you looked disinterested, unmotivated, done against Cleveland, you go to beat Atlanta. Speaking of done, Cousins and Dalton were in a race to the bottom in the 1 o'clock window. Boy, did they both struggle.
It's bad. I need to see it a couple more times, Miami. I can't do it.
I'm not asking you to throw them a parade. I'm just acknowledging that happened because God knows we pile on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, think about what we're talking about. It's week 8, and we're applauding somebody that showed effort.
Tried.
Come on.
I agree. But I buried them and said they were. It was offensive, the performance against Cleveland. It was impressive that they beat Atlanta
in a dome.
That did happen.
I got a team for you.
I'm listening.
That I don't know what to do with.
Oh, is it the Houston Texans?
No.
because they're I don't know what to do with them. That defense is real.
Let them lie. Yeah, you don't want to mess. Don't wake them up.
Stroud would look 300 against San Francisco. Go ahead. Who's the team?
Packers.
I've said them.
I know.
We'll see him in 2 weeks, Lambeau.
You're saying your good's real. How good is your good?
Yep.
And he's the epitome. And when I say he, I mean Jordan Love. You watch week 1. They demolished Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they were still figuring things out. And then you watch them Sunday night. And I look at the insufficiencies of the team they're pounding in their own field.
Go Pack Go took over that joint. You'll never see that.
Yeah, and that hurts Pittsburgh because that usually I've seen that happen in Green Bay with, here we go, Steelers.
With terrible towels.
Yeah. So I say, can you get to the conference championship game? Packers can, for sure.
Yep.
So then I go the next thing. Are they going to go to the Super Bowl? Are they a Super Bowl team?
NFC has far more suitors for that conversation.
That's my point. You got to ramp it up. And I go back real quick on the Broncos. If they're gonna go, they need Nicks to play a flawless game in one of the playoff games to get there. They're not going to be able to keep doing this where he's messing up and the defense overcomes things. And when I think of Green Bay, there's more balance, I think, on the offense. I really like the toys he has to play with. I'm a huge fan of Kraft. I have been. Waiting for this year to see that jump because you saw it in the 2 years prior. So I just, when you got to ramp up and say, all right, we got Philly coming in, and then we might have to go to Los Angeles. Are they capable of that?
I think so.
And I lean towards that, and obviously the recency bias of seeing them be impressive in a primetime game is there. But they are trending in the right direction, I guess, in a way that makes me believe more than I have because of the quarterback. I've seen improvements.
I mean, they second half 20 consecutive completions.
Yeah,
they took some deep shots in the first half. Tim Hasselbeck was talking about this with us on Sunday night. Just they tried to hit Dobbs. They didn't win some 50-50 balls. Then they used Kraft in open space, and he was on SportsCenter with us, and it was just great. He's one of those. Like you, he's wired like a tight end, and I just want to get the ball in space and be
a wrecking ball.
And
man.
he said, I just want to be as violent as I can.
Yeah.
It's like that's evident. He's a weapon in that offense, and they got it going in the second half. And then, Parsons is going to make you feel his presence, and that defense has got some dudes already, and you add him to the mix. I mean, Green Bay, sure. I mean, they got they're NFC North leaders at the moment. But them and Detroit and the West is loaded. Philadelphia is most scrutinized. You and I joke about Texas and how scrutinized they are. I mean, Philadelphia is 6-2, and they're always this forensic analysis of them. What are we gonna do? They're 6-2. What are we? What? The issue? Saquon. We got to get Saquon. Okay, he had a long touchdown. We good now?
Yeah.
Well, the wide receivers. Okay, well, they had 300 combined receiving yards at Minnesota between Brown and Slim Reaper. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. They mostly win games, like almost always. I don't get the.
They need a week off of the Niners. They're tough to watch, man.
Well, I mean, they didn't have the football against the Texans. That was an awfully impressive performance from them. But I mean, they're duct tape here.
I can't see them in making the conference championship.
I mean, I assume Pearsall and Purdy will play eventually.
Yeah, that's another thing.
But I've been living in that space where I thought that a month ago.
Affecting your fantasy rosters?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
It does help you be aware of many things. I mean, Pearsall went down in a game against Jacksonville. It didn't look like a 4-week injury. I mean, that's sort of might as well have been IR. Mac Jones' Purdy's toe. I mean, everybody says you get that turf toe, whatever. It sucks. So I'm not casting aspersions here. I just didn't imagine from the beginning of the year that those guys were talking about this type of absence. And by the way, they've won a couple even without him. The game at the Rams, insane, and then they beat Atlanta on a Sunday night in their joint. So I mean, they're all right. The team I like the best in that division is the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and I are aligned on that one. Love the Rams. Get Puka back off a bye. Old gray beard, tossing it around. They're on the list.